Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Nickel Notes. Today we're diving into some tiny coins with huge value. That's right, we're talking about Australian 5-cent coins that could be worth serious money. These aren't your everyday pocket change. From rare minting errors to low mintage years, these 5 coins could fetch you a tidy sum if you happen to have them. So grab your coin stash and let's find out if you holding a hidden treasure. Let's get started. First up, the 5-cent coin has been a staple of Australian currency since decimalisation in 1966 by 1974. The design had remained unchanged, featuring the iconic echidna on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machen. But while the design may not have varied much, the story behind the 1974 minting is fascinating. In 1970, for around 79.5 million 5-cent coins were minted. They were struck in cupro nickel, a durable alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel. While the high mintage may suggest that the coin is common, collectors know that value isn't just about rarity, it's about condition, history, and sometimes lucky errors. So how much is a 1974 5-cent coin worth today? In circulated condition, it's generally worth face value 5 cents. However, in uncirculated or proof condition, these coins can sell for $1 to $5, and sometimes more depending on the market. Coins with unique errors like off-center strikes or planchet flaws can fetch $50 or higher from serious collectors. Unlike some commemorative issues, the 1974 5-cent coin doesn't have a mint mark variant. However, keep an eye out for misstrikes or double strikes. These mint errors are rare but highly valuable. Check your coin closely under a magnifying glass or with a smartphone macro lens. You never know what you might find. Now let's shift focus to something special: the 40th anniversary of the Royal Australian Mint, which occurred in 2005. To celebrate for decades of minting excellence, the Mint released a number of commemorative coins and sets, including exclusive collector editions. These issues added significant buzz in the numismatic community and sparked renewed interest in classic coins like the 1974 5-cent. The Royal Australian Mint plays a crucial role not just in producing currency but also in preserving Australia's heritage through detailed coin design, strict quality control, and educational outreach. They ensure every coin tells a story, and coins like the 1974 5-cent, even if they seem ordinary, are part of that larger narrative of national identity. You might be wondering, why collect a coin that's so common? The answer is simple: it builds your eye for detail, hones your knowledge of mint standards, and can lead to surprising discoveries. Many collectors started with coins just like the 1974 5-cent, only to find rare variants later. Plus, it's an affordable entry point into the world of numismatics. If you're enjoying this content and want to learn more about coin values, rare errors, and collector tips, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We post videos weekly to help you identify coins of value, understand market trends, and grow your collection with confidence. You never know what treasure is hiding in your change. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into the 1974 Australian 5-cent coin. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes even the smallest denomination can hold the biggest surprises. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare 5-1 coin or want to see a video on another denomination. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next coin roll bring something special. Next, let's start with the basics. The 5-cent coin of 1987 was part of Australia's decimal currency system, introduced in 1966. By 1987, these coins had become a routine part of everyday transactions. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf, a design used on Australian coins from 1985 to 1998. The reverse showcases the echidna, a unique Australian monotreme designed by Stuart Devlin. This design is iconic and hasn't changed for decades. Now here's something interesting: the 1987 5-cent coin was not intended for general circulation. That's right, the Royal Australian Mint did not release these into everyday use. Instead, all coins from that year were made exclusively for mint sets. This means if you've got one in your pocket or coin box, it likely came from a broken mint or proof set. Only 80,000 were struck for uncirculated mint sets and 40,000 for proof sets, making them quite scarce in the wild. Why weren't they circulated, you ask? Well, there was already an adequate supply of 5-1 coins in circulation from previous years. The mint had no reason to produce more for general use, but that scarcity has made the 1987 5-cent coin a collector's delight today. The fact that every one of these coins came from a limited set adds an exclusivity to its appeal, especially in pristine, uncirculated condition. In terms of current value, prices vary depending on condition and set origin. A 1987 5-cent coin from an uncirculated mint set typically fetches around $5 to $10 AUD, while a proof set version in perfect mirror finish can go for $10 to $20 AUD, and sometimes higher if graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Coins with certified grades such as MS67 or PF69 can push those values even further. Collectors should be aware of toning and packaging marks, especially with coins that have been removed from their original mint sets. While natural toning can add character, it often lowers the value compared to brilliant untouched specimens. And beware of fake restrikes. Though rare, some unscrupulous sellers attempt to pass off damaged coins as rare collectibles. Always verify provenance when possible. Let's talk about mint marks and varieties. The 1987 5-cent coin has no mint marks and no known errors or die varieties that significantly affect its value. However, some collectors are always on the lookout for double strikes, off-center errors, or planchet flaws. These are exceptionally rare but can command high premiums in numismatic circles if authenticated. For those who are just starting their journey into coin collecting, this coin is an excellent case study on how even modern decimal coins can hold collector interest and long-term value. If you're hunting for a complete date run of Australian 5-cent coins, the 1987 version is a must-have. It teaches the importance of mint history, production policies, and the collector market's influence on coin values. If you're enjoying this dive into numismatic history, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss our weekly content on rare coins, collecting tips, and market updates. Your support helps us keep bringing these coin stories to life. Also, drop a comment below. Do you own the 1987 5-cent coin? We'd love to hear how you came across it. To wrap up, the 1987 Australian 5-cent coin might not look like much at first glance, but it's a quiet gem in the decimal coin world. With limited mintage, no circulation, and a growing interest in modern numismatics, it stands as a perfect example of how coins tell more than monetary stories, they tell history. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Third, next, the Australian 5-cent coin was first introduced in 1966. When Australia transitioned to decimal currency, it replaced the pre-decimal sixpence and has maintained the same design for decades. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse displays an echidna, one of Australia's most beloved native creatures. The 1994 version is part of this ongoing series, but despite its common appearance, its collectible value has grown for some coin enthusiasts. So what makes the 1994 edition special? With a mintage of 110.3 million coins, it's not particularly rare. However, collectors pay attention to small minting variations, errors, and coin condition. The 1994 coin was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, and while it's mostly standard, examples in uncirculated condition or with die errors can fetch much more than their face value. If you found a 1994 5-cent coin in your change, chances are it's worth exactly 5 cents, but condition matters a lot. Circulated coins are generally only worth face value, but coins graded uncirculated or in mint state can be valued between $1 and $10 depending on their grade. Coins with verified minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped plankets can be worth even more to specialist collectors. Now let's talk about the concept. This idea refers to building a full set of 40 high-grade coins of a specific denomination or year, like 40 pristine 1994 5-cent coins. Collectors might pursue such a set for display, investment, or trade. It's a niche collecting approach popular among Australian numismatists who enjoy the challenge of hunting down consistently well-preserved examples from a specific year. When collecting any coin, including the 1994 5-cent, grading is essential. Coins are usually graded from poor P1 to mint state MS70, with mint state coins being flawless. Third-party graders like PCGS or NGC can provide certification and greatly increase a coin's market value. A 1994 5-cent coin graded MS65 or higher might catch the attention of serious collectors or even investors. While the 1994 coin isn't rare in terms of mintage, error coins are where the excitement lies. Look out for cuds, die cracks, or rotated dies. Some collectors have reported partial color errors or weak strikes in the 1994 batch. These flaws occur during the minting process and, when authenticated, can make a coin several times more valuable. If you love coin stories like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're growing a community of collectors from beginners to advanced hobbyists sharing tips, discoveries, and updates on rare finds. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 1994 5-cent with an error or in high-grade condition. We'd love to hear about it. Starting your own Australian coin collection doesn't need to be expensive. Begin by checking your loose change. Sort your coins by year and look for those with minimal wear. Invest in a magnifying glass and a coin album to keep everything organized. If you're aiming for a collection of 1994 5-cent coins, start picking the best specimens and swap or trade with other collectors to upgrade. To wrap up, while the 1994 Australian 5-cent coin may not be rare on its own, its value lies in condition, context, and collector creativity. Whether you're chasing mint errors or assembling a themed set, this small coin offers a lot of potential. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, share it with your fellow collectors, and keep hunting for treasures in your pocket change. Until next time, happy collecting. Fourth, next, the Australian 5-cent coin has been a staple in the nation's currency since decimalization in 1966. It features the iconic echidna on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. In 2000, for over 70 million of these coins were minted at the Royal Australian Mint. While that number may not scream rarity, not all coins are created or valued equally. Condition, varieties, minting errors, and unique markings can make all the difference. Let's talk value. As of 2025, a standard 2004 Australian 5-cent coin in circulated condition typically holds only face value 5 cents. However, uncirculated or high-grade examples, especially those graded MS65 or above by PCGS or NGC, can fetch anywhere between $1 to $10 AUD depending on market demand. Proof versions from annual mint sets can be even more valuable to collectors, reaching up to $15 to $20, all thanks to their limited production and pristine condition. But what about that mysterious marking? Some collectors have reported finding 2004 5-cent coins with unusual features or symbols resembling the number 40 near the rim or on the fields. However, no official Royal Australian Mint release references a edition of the 2004 5-cent coin. Most likely this marking is the result of post-mint damage. Coincidental where patterns or even hoaxes. Always be cautious and verify authenticity through reputable coin dealers or third-party grading services. Despite the lack of official recognition, the idea of a coin has fueled online speculation and driven curious collectors to inspect their change more closely. This phenomenon underscores a larger trend in the coin collecting community: how small anomalies, whether intentional or accidental, can trigger big excitement, and sometimes these coin anomalies end up being genuine errors which can boost a coin's value significantly. The Royal Australian Mint did release several commemorative coins in 2004, but none officially bear the name. So if you come across a 2004 5-cent coin with an unusual marking, treat it as a curiosity rather than a confirmed rarity. However, keep in mind that genuine minting errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped plankets can make these coins worth upwards of $50 to even $200 AUD depending on the error and its visibility. To help determine the value of your 2004 5-cent coin, you'll want to examine a few key things. Is it in mint state condition? Does it come from a proof set? Are there any signs of error or doubling? And most importantly, has it been authenticated? Submitting coins to a professional grading service can be expensive, but for high-value coins or unique finds, it's often worth the investment. Graded coins also sell more easily online and at auction. Now, for those wondering about subscription details, if you're enjoying this content and want to stay updated on more fascinating coin stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We cover everything from rare coins and valuation guides to minting history and coin hunts. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Your support helps us dig deeper into numismatic treasures and bring educational content straight to your screen. We also encourage you to share your coin finds in the comments. Have you come across a 2004 5-cent coin with unusual markings? Do you believe in the theory or have evidence to support it? Let's get the conversation going and build a community of collectors who learn from one another. Our next video will feature top Australian coin errors from the 2000s, so stay tuned. To wrap up, the 2004 Australian 5-cent coin may not be rare in numbers, but the stories behind individual coins, minting quirks, and collector discoveries make it a gem worth exploring. Whether it's the intrigue of a supposed mark or the joy of uncovering a proof in your drawer, every coin has a tale to tell. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep looking closely. You never know what small treasure you might find in your spare change. Fifth, next, the Australian 5-cent coin has been in circulation since 1966 following decimalization, featuring the echidna on its reverse designed by Stuart Devlin and Queen Elizabeth II. On the obverse, it has remained largely unchanged in design, however not all years are created equal, and 2006 is a particularly interesting year. For this denomination, it was produced by the Royal Australian Mint, and although it was a regular circulating coin, it holds some quirks that make it stand out to collectors. Let's talk mintage. In 2006, around 79.44 million 5-cent coins were struck for circulation, so in general they're not rare, but there's a twist. Unlike other years, this particular coin didn't have special mint sets or proofs released in high numbers. Also, no commemorative designs were issued for the 5-cent denomination that year, which helps it retain a clean classic appeal. However, the key interest for collectors isn't in the total mintage, it's in the subtle errors, variations, and myths. Like for circulated 2006 5-cent coins, their value usually stays at face value, but if you find one in uncirculated or mint state condition, that's where it gets interesting. Uncirculated examples can sell from $1 to $3 odd depending on the quality. In MS65 plus condition, values may reach $10 odd or more on numismatic markets or eBay. Collectors especially value full luster clean surfaces and coins free from bag marks. Now let's address the curiosity surrounding the term. Many viewers have asked about it. The phrase seems to refer to bulk mint bags or rolls containing 40 coins, possibly sold as uncirculated sets or dealer stock. This isn't an official mint classification, but some coin collectors and dealers use the term colloquially when referring to unopened or mint-sealed rolls. If you're seeing listings or hearing chatter about 5-cent, it likely means a roll of 40 coins that may still be in brilliant uncirculated condition. For the 2006 5-cent coin era, hunting is where the real treasure lies. Some collectors have reported die cracks, scuds, and even off-center strikes from that year. While rare, these minting errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Depending on the severity and appeal, error coins from 2006 may fetch between $10 and $150 odd, especially if certified by a grading company. Always check both sides carefully under magnification. Those small imperfections could be worth more than you think. While the 2006 5-cent isn't rare in the traditional sense, demand for high-grade examples and error coins is growing, particularly among younger collectors, starting out with 5C and 10C denominations. Online marketplaces like eBay and Facebook coin groups often show active listings for 2006 pieces in excellent condition. If you're collecting as an investment or hobby, keeping an eye on these platforms gives you a good feel for the market and pricing trends. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on the hidden stories behind everyday coins. In upcoming videos, we'll look at the rare 2007 doublehead 5-cent era, explore the disappearing 2-cent pieces, and reveal tips on spotting counterfeit collector coins. This channel is your go-to spot for all things numismatic, so stick around. Before we wrap up, here's a tip if you're serious about collecting coins like the 2006 5-cent. Invest in a coin magnifier. Keep your finds in 2x2 holders or capsules and consider sending the best ones for professional grading. The higher the condition, the greater the potential value down the line. And if you come across a sealed roll, keep it intact. Dealers often pay a premium for unopened stock. So is the 2006 Australian 5-cent coin worth more than 5 cents? For the average piece, probably not, but for mint condition or error examples, absolutely. As with most collectible coins, the devil is in the details. Thanks for watching, and drop a comment below if you found any 2006 5C coins in your pocket change, or if you own a mysterious roll. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your change always bring treasure.